Looking at today's back pages for you, there's a lot of focus on John Stones after his goal yesterday in injury time. Man City beating Wolves 2-1 at Molineux. Angry like the wolf is the headline there, and that's focusing on Gary O'Neill. Same as the back page of the Times, it's focused on Gary O'Neill. O'Neill's fears over referees. There's also a great picture just above that of Curtis Jones celebrating with Darwin Núñez after his goal for Liverpool yesterday. Liverpool can go all the way is the Telegraph's headline this morning, the Telegraph Sport. The Express going for keep up with Jones. Liverpool 2, Chelsea 1. Who's the daddy is the back page of the Daily Mail. I like that, by Joe Bernstein this morning. And also back page of the Mirror. Daddy Cruel, they're going for the headline, by Dave Anderson. Curtis has double delight of being new father and making suckers of Chelsea, while Gary O'Neill, Wolves got ref justice against the big boys. So if you have missed this, here we go. Graham Bryce saying, back page of the Sun, Gary O'Neill claims referees have a subconscious bias towards the Premier League's big clubs. John Stones' controversial 95th minute winner, thanks to VAR, extended Man City's unbeaten league run to a record 31 games. While referee Chris Kavanagh ruled out the goal for offside against Bernardo Silva, but changed his decision after VAR Stuart Atwell's intervention. The right decision at the end of the day, Jeff?
Well, I tell you what, I'll tell you in a second. I've got a text on that very thing from Pete, who's in Nottingham. He says, it's not just Wolves who talk about unconscious bias. Yeah. Any club outside the top six gets consistently poorer decisions, as admitted by Graham Souness earlier this year. Midlands clubs also notice an element of unconscious bias in favour of the North West and London clubs in many areas of the football industry. I don't know about that, but for me, it was a goal. I thought it was a goal. I didn't see why you would rule it out. Yeah, he gave the keeper a tiny little. That's the only. That's the only. I can understand. I said to Jeff, I think Gary O'Neill handles it really, really well, because some managers come on and lose the plot. I think there's a picture in the Sun that's absolutely spot on for me, and it sums it up. He's out the eye line, completely out the eye line of the header when it comes in from Stones, and that picture probably tells me that the goal should be given. I mean, it's first thing you've got to say, it's a great header. Then the little fella is initially at the corner in the goalkeeper's. You know what it's like. He's trying to stand on the goalkeeper, prevent him getting a clear run, which happens. But once it's taken, he's not in his eye line, and I think that is the correct decision. And you look at the picture, that screenshot you're talking about there. By the time he's even connected with John Stones' head, Silva's down on one knee. Yeah, it's a great picture. That sums it up. The picture. It does sum it up. Gary O'Neill, if you missed this, here's what he said on the matter of VAR after the game.
There's no chance that people are purposely against Wolves. Let's be clear. But is there something in the subconscious around decision making, or of, without even knowing it, are you more likely to give it to Manchester City than Wolves? You know, because my focus and my senses are heightened when we're facing Man City and Pep and Haaland. Are the officials the same? Is there something in there that they, not on purpose, that influences decision making?
I'd also like to just mention the vote in the summer. It was 19-1, wasn't it, of the VAR vote, and Wolves voted to get rid of VAR. So do you think maybe perhaps Wolves are over-focusing on the situation, and maybe they hate VAR so much that it's easier for them to...
No, I mean, look, they feel hard, don't they? And I get it completely, because, you know, as you'll have seen in the references to the goal they had ruled out in a similar sort of situation against West Ham last season. So they see it as being one law for one and one law for the others. Made me laugh this week. I'm sure I saw Howard Webb saying there had only been 2 VAR mistakes all season so far. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But the one thing I would say... Well, I am sure about it. No, definitely. Looking back, I would back Gary O'Neill up 100% by saying, when you look at some of the VAR decisions, if you're picking one club that I think of in the rough end of the stick, it would be Wolves. I go back to, I can remember, was it not Manchester United? It's like I'm going way back, but I can remember they certainly had a few against them that they probably should have had. The clash
with Onana, maybe the first game of the season last season. Yeah.
That made me run Shaban.
So that was a howler.
But I would stick by it and say I would have given a goal there.
Just sad news. I mean, I know. But we should touch on this. Hoy's resilience.
Devastating. Honestly,
he's your friend, Ali. I mean,
what a guy.
I'm in tears reading
it's horrendous
about Chris. I mean,
it's absolutely horrendous. It knocked me for 6
yesterday. And if it's not on me for 6, you imagine what it's doing to that man and his family and everything. It's just, he's an absolute superhero, right? And you know his biggest talent? I tell you right now, his biggest talent's not winning 6 gold medals and 1 silver medal. His biggest talent is the man that he is. That's the biggest talent. He's an incredible man, and everybody wishes him all the best. He really is. He's just an absolute top human being.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.